Hey there, this is Dr. Mort Orman, and I want to continue our discussion today about how it is that we get programmed to think and behave in certain ways, and how this sometimes causes us to have lots of stress in our lives. And we'll be looking this week at the book called Virus of the Mind by Richard Brody, who was the man who invented Microsoft Word and then went on to do many other things. And today I want to focus on one key point that he makes in this book. And he says mind viruses are very much like genes, equivalent of genes, and how genes spread through populations or spread from generation to generation. And usually they have something that causes them to spread and to be maintained. And usually that's some kind of a survival value to the species, some kind of positive value to the species. But he points out in here that mind viruses also spread through cultures and through generations, just as genes do. However, they don't always have a positive value to offer us. Sometimes they can be downright harmful, actually. So they don't always have to have, like with genes, sort of a positive value that makes our lives better or gives us some enhanced survival value. In fact, some mind viruses can be very, very damaging and very destructive, not only to us personally, but worldwide. So, for example, Hitler used the power of mind viruses to rise to power and to get millions and millions of other German citizens to go along with what he wanted to do and think how he wanted to think and commit, all the atrocities that were committed during that era of time. And he did it through mind viruses. So that's one of the interesting things. And in the book, he talks about what is it that makes ideas spread and circulate and get maintained. And he talks about a number of aspects of that. One such aspect is if you can get an idea to be stamped with the label of truth, it will tend to spread a lot faster and stick around a lot longer. The more people believe an idea is true, the more they're going to accept it, the more they're going to spread it to other people, and the more it's going to infect the minds of many, many, many people. So, for example, I'm getting ready to board a plane. I'm getting ready to leave to the airport for the airport to go to Arizona this week. One of the things I'll be doing there is I'm going to be teaching a workshop on how to eliminate stress. And really what I'm going to be doing there is I'm going to be trying to implant some new mind viruses in the minds of everyone who attends that workshop. I'm going to try to give them new ideas to replace some of the old ideas they've already been infected with about stress. And what I know about that group is that everyone sitting there in that room, when I start presenting to them, they're going to have ideas about stress that have been given to them and have been stamped as the truth, yet they are in no way true. And they are no way accurate. And they're actually damaging them and keeping them from being able to eliminate stress from their lives. So I'm going to Arizona to implant mind viruses, hopefully for the good, not for evil, to help people become better able to deal with their stress. And I've been doing that for a long, long time. But that's how this works. So that's one of the first key points I wanted to emphasize this week is what is it, or questions, what is it that allows certain mind viruses or certain ideas to take root and to spread? It's kind of like, you put a cat video up on Facebook and sometimes it goes viral and sometimes it doesn't. Well, there are probably reasons why the ones that go viral do and the millions and millions of videos that don't go viral don't. And that's what we want to focus on a little bit more later this week, on why certain ideas tend to take root and spread. And one of the big factors is the truth value, the perceived truth value of that idea. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. If people think it's true, they'll spread it. And that's how we end up with a lot of false ideas, not just about stress, but about many other things in our lives that contribute to us having problems in our relationships, to having anxieties, to having anger problems, to having financial problems. There's all kinds of various mind viruses that we've been infected with that aren't really true and that end up causing us stress in our life. So that's it for today. Talk to you next time, hopefully from Arizona.